Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to do a unboxing and review of the 1/6 scale Michael Myers from Halloween 1, 1978 by Trick or Treat Studios. Now before I open the packaging, I just want to take a few shots of the actual outside box. You've got the iconic picture there. You know, I think most collectors, including myself, are going to pose him like that. Here we've got the classic film poster. The box is, slightly glossy, so that's why you could probably see my lights shining and reflecting from it. But I actually prefer this to some Hot Toy boxes. Don't get me wrong, Hot Toys do great art boxes. They're more artsy with their packaging, but for sizability and space wise, this is 100 times better. But then at the same time, like the recent Wonder Woman Golden Armor suit, you can't fit that in this. There's no way. But this is great. This is pretty much, the definitive photos for the boogeyman himself. And this is just the iconic poster shot as well. I wouldn't expect anything more from, anything different than this. I was almost going to pass on this piece. I don't know why. I'm a horror fan and I should have gotten this earlier. But, I'm extremely lucky to have found it. Okay. I'll wait for it to turn back around, then I reckon we'll unbox this. And here we have him. The detail on him is great. This is a great first impression, in my opinion, for Trick or Treat Studios. Because come to think of it, this is their first release in 1/6 scale. And like I said, it's a great first impression, because a lot of these bigger companies that have been around a while making 1/6 scale, you know, their first figures were not up to this standard and not as great as what this is right here. There are some issues though. I might be an unlucky one to have gotten loose legs. But I was planning to change the body anyway, because another slight negative I have is there's no double jointed arms to get that iconic pose from the back of the box. But everything else, the tailoring, the camo boots, jungle boots, the mask itself is great. Now, because this is Trick or Treat Studios' first figure right here, this is their first one, the 78 Myers. I know they've done a couple of others, and also Art, the clown, from Terrifier. I want to give them maybe a slight benefit of the doubt that they didn't come with a display base. It should have come with one. Even the newer ones, I don't think come with a display base. You know, something as simple as this. This is one I picked up on eBay. You know, something simple as this, you know, nothing too fancy. Just a regular crotch grabber. Should have been included. And yeah, because mine has the problems in the upper legs there, I didn't want to risk this putting on a rotating turntable I got, because yeah, it was just going to topple over. I've actually got him leaning on the actual box art there, because he just can't stand. Well, he can stand, it's just that, you know, I don't trust him. Now I want to take the opportunity to go right up to the head sculpt itself. You can see the eyes there. You know, I love the hair as well. I'm a fan of sculpted hair, so the fact that this is, you know, sculpted, it's molded in the position. You don't have to tweak it or anything. Out of the box, it's as is like this, and don't have to fix anything more to it. Now I might as well take the look at the back here. the split of the Kirk mask. The hair texture is good as well. You've also got the part there where the sideburns got tore off. Spray painted eyebrows. I love how they've, you know, the actual original color is like bleeding through, almost like they didn't spray it enough, but that's going back from, you know, to the original source material. No hole in the neck, so this is obviously earlier into the movie, which that's fine. If you're that picky and you want that specific moment from that movie, you can always, you know, get like a pin or some kind of needle. Maybe heat this area up and then pin it through. But right there, that looks great. Where you can barely see the eyes. Go maybe a touch bit closer. There we go. Got the pose where he stabbed Bob. I also like how this side of the eye hole is drooping down a touch. Where, you know, face on like this is as straight as possible as the head's positioned. You can't really see this side of the eye as well, which I actually really like that. And obviously here, more in the light, you can see this side now. But yeah, this is great, this. I would also like to add here that I think this is the better head sculpt in comparison to the new Sideshow version. You know, in my opinion, Sideshow is a bit hit and miss. And don't get me wrong, I actually like some of Sideshow's stuff. I think most of their horror stuff in 1/6 Go are actually hits rather than misses. But I think they didn't do it as accurate as this. The Trick or Treat version right here. You know, more specifically the hairline. You know, this one's just this is pretty much perfect. I'll throw up a couple of, you know, images of the actual screen used mask. And as you can see, this one's the more, it's the far more accurate one in comparison to Sideshow. Which, you know, that's not to, you know, say anything against Sideshow, because I really liked their Ghostface figure and the Leatherface from the first original movie, the Pretty Lady version. I really like those figures. But it's something to do with Michael Myers. They didn't really nail that much, you know. In my opinion, they didn't nail it. But Trick or Treat Studios here just, you know, like I said, this is their first figure. And with such a good impression like this, you know, they can only go up. You know, it's kind of weird here seeing his eyes like that, because you barely see it in the movie. And I also love the spikes in the hair. You know, they didn't do too much. They didn't overkill it, you know, they just done the perfect amount. Yeah, I think this is just a great representation of this character, of Michael Myers, from the 1978 movie. You know, I would also like to talk about just the movie itself now, where it's like something as simple as this, a mask spray painted, simple horror, and it's a cult classic because it's just simple. I think a lot of horror today overdoes its technical story and it ruins the actual movie, you know. And don't get me wrong, there are a handful of great movies, especially there's a handful of good horror movies today, but I'm talking about more the mainstream ones. You know, gone are the days of horror movies where it's, you know, something like this. Simple mask, low budget, very, very basic script. And there you have it, you know, cult classic. Now, also, if I remember, there were 3 masks that were painted up like this in the original movie. I think 2 of them were stunt masks, and one of them obviously was for the film, well, for the majority part of the film, the hero mask, which is quite interesting. I think only one remains now. I put a photo up, it hasn't aged the best. You know, it's on its last legs. From what I know, I don't know where the other 2 are. I don't know if they're still around or they just got completely destroyed after filming the second movie. Because for people that don't know, the same mask in the first movie was used again in the second movie. But because of its poor storage, it decayed and rotted a bit, and then obviously different actors, stunt actors under the mask, affected the shape of the actual face. Okay, yep, I think that's probably about it for the actual mask. I think we'll get to the rest of the figure. Just look at that though. Now, as unlucky I was with the actual body of this figure with the loose joints, I've been extremely lucky with the actual knife accessory. You know, me buying this a couple of months, well, a lot of months after, a lot of people have had an issue with the actual handle of the knife snapping off because the hand that they give is too tight of a grip. I actually don't have that problem. The knife fits perfect in the hand. But I will agree, it is, you know, it's very, very brittle here. On the actual blade, it's very brittle. And yeah, here is, you know, a very cautious part because it will get stressed, especially if you're going to put the hand in and out constantly. And I would advise not to grab grab it out from this side. You know what? Let me just grab the hand. So here's the hand here. Which, you know, it's nice detail. It's simple, but it's nice. By this time, the accessory packs have came out with a second hand. And the vein detail in the second hand is much protruding out. It's much more standing out than this. I'm still contemplating whether to get this accessory pack or not. I'm not the biggest fan of the bob sheet, and I think that's the sell point for that figure. I might just grab the tombstone and the pumpkin from eBay as a secondary item, because for me they're the only two things I would want from that accessory pack. You know, yeah, the hands are more detailed, but I'm not really fussed. And here, I'll show you what I mean. See, for me, like, that fit perfect. Like, it's not tight at all. And I think most of the time when it broke on a lot of people yanked it out from here, from the actual brittle part. I would probably suggest poking it from here and then gently taking the rest out. Because yeah, if you're yanking it right here, because this bump here is tight at the top of the hand, you're 100% gonna break that, because look how tiny that is. The wood graving's great as well, like the detail here of the wood. Also the metal pins that clamp the wood together. And I love when, you know, just simple detail like that, the actual metal is wedged in between. There we go, it's focused. There we go. It would have been nice if we did get a metallic knife. I mean, it does not have to be sharp at all. But, you know, like I said, this is Trick or Treat Studios' first figure. And maybe in the future we might see a actual metallic knife with maybe actual real wood clamped here for the handle. But this is nice either way. Now here's the actual coveralls of the figure slash boiler suit, whatever you want to call it. This part of the figure is 10 out of 10. Tailoring is 100% great. I know a lot of people have, a lot of people debate whether it's actually blue grey, green grey. Some people even said like pitch black for the coloring of the coveralls. For me, it's like, yeah, those colors may have been the behind the scenes color, but I'm more for the screen accuracy, like what is on film, than what is betrayed behind the scene. And in my opinion, this is what is betrayed in the movie, this coloring right here. The accessory pack has a different color coveralls. I think it's more like a grey, charcoal grey, mixed with maybe a hint of green. If you guys do prefer that version, it's probably in your best interest to get the accessory pack as well. Or even if you're just a completionist and you want every variation, get the accessory pack. Let's maybe pan down a touch. you know, maybe just stop here. I love the elastic here. That gives a more tighter feel to, you know, the torso of the figure. And yeah, the hands here, they're detailed fine. But yeah, the accessory pack is a touch bit more detailed than this. But there's still veins here, like it's not like there's nothing here. There's still texturing here. Might as well show this side of the hand. You can see the button. But even here, like the lighting gives it a bit of a grey touch as well. Let's keep going down a bit. And like I said before, this is not part of the figure, the stand. I had to buy that secondhand on eBay. Okay, let's maybe stop here. The boots are great in my opinion as well, like the actual detailing here of like mud and dirt and whatever else this guy walked through that night and a couple of days, stalking babysitters. And we'll lift this up a touch. You know, you can see the green. That's pretty much accurate to the original boots. And for people wondering, this is all sculpted, like the laces. It's not a Hot Toys, you know, Heath Ledger Joker 2.0, where it's actual fabric weaved into the little holes there, and it's real laces. It's just all sculpted. Which, you know, it's to be expected. You know, Hot Toys even today don't do real laces. That was kind of a once and done thing. But yeah, they should have added a display base like this. Just something simple. The original poster, and it would have been great. And while I'm here down, got the camera angle down like this, he can stand. It's just a bit of a balancing game. Like you gotta manipulate a bit of the knees a bit, but it should have been a touch bit better. But like I said before, I can give the benefit of the doubt that this is a first figure from Trick or Treat in 1/6 scale. And by the looks of it, they have improved the bodies with the 2018 version. Art the Clown from Terrifier, they have put it double joint, stronger bodies than this. And I like to add, I really like what they've done here for the treads of the boots. No, really disgusting looking dirt. Obviously you got the licensing and brand there on this side too. But I really love when figure companies go all out like this, just to this attention of detail. But with the leg problem, I'll show you right here. Like, this is, you know, standard, gravity's holding it. You put the leg up and see what I mean? It just drops. See? This one's a bit stronger, but see, it's going down. But I think the more you put it up, it does hold it, but once you touch it, see, I'm barely even putting no pressure on it. And yeah, it's just a touch bit loose. Like I said, it's not the end of the world because I do have this, but a problem is this is not included, and I think that's a problem. Okay, let's maybe go back a bit. And I've just realized I haven't put the head back on. So let me go and do that. And here we go. The knife's in the hand. There's a nice backdrop in the back of the box. You can take out like this and fold it out. It's obviously not big enough for videos, but you know, it's still fine. Like if you go right up, there we go. Going back with the knife, I do think that it was intended to be put in like this, facing this way. I think that was the ideal way, because it is a bit more difficult going in the opposite way. So I would maybe be careful. Okay, now what I might do is just show quick articulation. So the head goes that way, goes down like that. can tilt like that. You can pop the whole head out to go a bit more, but you can get the classic, you know, head tilt. I also want to add that here is rubber. The actual upper torso is rubber, I'm pretty sure. For me, I'm not a fan of that, so that's why I'm replacing the body. Arms go out. Maybe about there. There is a butterfly joint, so you're able to go up more tighter to that body. This is probably the bigger problem here. That's as far as it goes, single. And obviously a swivel here. Like that. Obviously the same on this arm, but I got the knife, so I don't want to mess around with it too much. Oh, okay, one click. Is that a ratchet joint? Oh no. Okay, goes all the way up. Let me just... There you go. Okay, so the articulation is not too bad. That's a bit weird though, the way it moves. So I'll be a bit careful. Okay, yeah, so this is all rubber, the torso. You can feel it. So there's gonna be not that much movement. Let me just take this off now, because I'm gonna move to the more problematic thing for this figure now, for mine. And while I'm here, I might as well just show how to pop this knife out. So I think a lot of people have been just ripping it out on this like that. Just fully ripping it. And if you can see here, let me zoom in a touch to get my point across. You see right here, this little lump. That is going to hit the plastic arm, the finger there. So people that are ripping it out like that, it's going to cause tension here, and that's why I think a lot of people's knives are snapped. So what I do, I might just zoom back again. What I do is I actually push it from this side first. See how it's moving? See how you got that now, and then it's already loose to the point where you can take it out. So up until this point, it's fine. It's once you push it fully out. Okay, zoom out a touch. Okay, so where was I up to? Torso. So there's not a lot. You can't really do anything, to be honest, because again, this is all rubber padded here. You can do a slight swivel in the waist. Just a slight. It's just slightly. Now for the legs, this is the problem for me, for my particular figure, is it's really loose. So you got here. So if you want to go, you know, if you want to do a callback to Busta Rhymes doing Kung Fu, you can do a bit of that. Leg goes like that. Double joint on the leg. Yep, there we go. This side of the leg is a bit, it's still loose, but this one is the problem. And for the actual boots, what I'll do is actually do this. Because this is all sculpted, you get a bit, but it's not like there's a split here. You get a bit. But going back to this leg, I mean, look, it's just, I'll just even hold the fabric and move it, and It's just, it's way too loose in my opinion. But overall, for a first figure attempt in 1/6 scale, I gotta give him, you know, a bit of respect for doing it. Just bring the stand back there. Like, it's still great. I mean, look at that. I mean, you can't deny it. It's good. Now, I've taken the coveralls off halfway at the torso, so you can see clearly they're single joints. For some people that won't be a problem, but for me it is, and that's why I'm going to replace the body. Also, if you're not getting the accessory pack, you're also going to get some tank top thing going on here, where it looks like they've cut away. Like, you can see threads here. So it looks like they've done a full t-shirt, but they've cut it. And that isn't the weird part. The weird part is if you turn it around, they've used tape for actually sculpting like a shirt, which, you know, this is weird. You can say, yeah, it's getting covered, but they've obviously fixed it now with the accessory pack. And I'm getting an eBay shirt to replace this with the body, so I don't need the accessory pack. But the tape is weird, because the tape will eventually roll up. You know, the adhesive on the actual tape will just peel. So I find it weird that they've done that. But they've obviously learnt. That's why they've given the accessory pack with the more options. More options of the actual tailoring and obviously fixing these little errors. But again, other than that, it's fine. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here. Just my final thoughts. This is a great introduction for Trick or Treat to do more various characters in 1/6 scale that are from the horror genre. I would personally love to see Freddy from the first movie. I know they're doing more in the Halloween line. I hope they expand to some more, you know, out there properties. But regardless, this figure's still pretty good. You know, it's got issues that I can fix, and I'm fine with that. And yeah. I got some other stuff coming as well soon. Hopefully my Hot Toys Pennywise comes along. That might come maybe March. I'm going to do a couple of custom work on that and, you know, record it. Hopefully the DX19 comes as well, which is the Bale's Batman from Dark Knight Rises. I've also got a couple of other custom work that I'm going to, you know, record and do. I've got a new series that I want to do that involves me just filming my custom work. Instead of just doing this, which is just an unboxing and reviews, I'm going to do this as well. But I want to expand and do some other custom work as well. With obviously my more live reaction and reviews on movies, trailers, anything of that sort. So I'm going to do that as well. I want to try and do as much as I possibly can. You know, I don't want to just stick to one thing. I'd rather do like a multimedia type of thing. Because I've just always been like that, I guess. I've always wanted to do more. Doing reviews is obviously fun and all, but, you know, I like to expand and do more stuff. And I love showcasing my, you know, custom stuff too. And I think that's about it. If you guys like this, make sure you like it. Sub if you guys want to see more. Comment as well. Comment what your favorite Halloween movie is. You know, is it the original 78 here or the recent ones? Okay. Just wait for him to turn around. And I think that's it. See you in the next video.